Peace. First and foremost, hopefully the Most High House shall blessing your day. By His mercies, we are consumed. One, we're alive in the Most High House's body, and we're naturally alive, man. So, and shout out to these brothers in Discord, man. I actually shout out to brother, son be firstborn, brother Aka War, brother Kwame Call Shalimar, and the brothers in Discord app. Like, man, brothers make good points, man. Brothers just make good. It's good to hear points from brothers. You know, I don't know, man. It's always good to hear that, man. Like, actually, no. Let's get this in Proverbs 18, because then we're gonna hit Sirach 21. Just a little bit, man, because I learned a lot from you, brothers, and just for y'all. Even sometimes some sisters, or even I know personally, or sometimes they might say something too. So, I know it's good to be amongst believers and people in the Word, man, because you gain different perspectives and things of that nature. Even I'm just like that, and me personally like that in life, man. I like hearing other people's ideas and other people's viewpoints and things of that nature, man, because and that's part of spiritual maturity as well. No, and sometimes listen, because sometimes I leave even prime example yesterday. Even I had to catch myself because listen, even opposed to when I first came to Word, even that just as a person, listen, okay, this person just has a whole other. This is a human being with a whole nother perspective and opinion in mind. What I'm saying? People aren't always going to agree things, but it's just good to hear other people's perspective too. So let me just grab that too. Let me grab Proverbs chapter 18 verse 15. The heart of prudence getteth knowledge, and the ear of the wise seeketh knowledge. So yeah, man, want to learn new things, man. Shoot, even out the Word, inside the Word, out the Word. Even me working in schools and working with youth, man. I learn new things as well, man. Each day I kind of learn new things, man. It's sometimes I don't remember I can't say each day I learn things. Well, yeah, I do learn each thing's new day. Cause on the email on my phone, sometimes I might get a word of the day or a little fun fact, or even a student might say something to me about something. This one of my students in schools, in school, or even brothers in Discord app, brothers online I watch, or about the Word and the Most High House shot, or just something in general, some stuff. It might be some secular history, or science, about wildlife, or just the history, just the different things, man. It's different topics, topics. You know what too, and that's why I always tell young. Just so I tell even brothers that's younger than myself, even the younger generation, but pretty much for our people as well, man. That's why I always tell young Jakes, young brothers and sisters out there, you want to be well versed in different things, because it's going to open many doors for you. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's grab that, bro. Because since Proverbs 18, because this doesn't go into what I'm going to, but yeah, let's grab that. Because it's another one, Proverbs 22, but I ain't gonna really get that. But yep, Proverbs 18 and 16. Yep. Like I just said, a man's gift maketh room for him, and bringeth before great men. So yeah, man, and that man's usually that person, that person is usually probably well versed in different things, man. It's always good to that's why me I got this this channel's here kind of I talk about the Word, things in nature, but also they got a movie channel, got the sports channel. I'm trying to do different things. Honestly, man, I'm trying to actually talk about the brother I did it with the other day, man. I'm trying to do more because I did that short film this past summer, man. I'm trying to do another one, get more into that, man. Just trying to get more into other things too, man. It's good to be well versed in other different things, man. Not just a lot of times our people, a lot of times even in the Word, out the Word. No, let me say this too. Well, I say this too in the Word too, but I say it's even in the Word too. You got a lot of creative people in the Word too. Say what you want, man, but shout and that goes to brothers shout to brother Mike Miles, man, because he's a very I was at that gathering back in May, back in the springtime. That was good. That's a creative brother right there. Even to the degree I didn't see the movie, but I might have had to watch the movie. Even that to the degree is very creative, man. That's so good. IUIC with the whole movie, the Joseph Dreams movie they put out. I forgot. I'm not sure it came out. I never watched it, but even that that's kind of that's kind of pretty good too. And even other brothers and and sisters in this walk, man, in the word. They got like they do different things of that nature, man. But it's good to see gifted people do that things. Like it doesn't always have to be in entertainment. It could just be something else. Cause like Sirach even goes into like even when the tabernacle temple being built, you have many builders, many skillsmen, you got many warriors out there, very skilled in war. You have very different musicians. You have like farmers, agriculturalists. So many different fields, man. Even in the world, even in life, you got different you know, you could be a marine biologist. You could be a to a marine biologist to a ventriloquist. I don't know what is you do, or a welder, or or sometimes you could sometimes there might be certain brother or sister, certain person that's just good at like working at like fast food or in retail, man. There's gifted at that, man. Like that's what it is too. So this is what it is. But anyway, my point is that yeah, man, always always be well versed in different things. Try to educate yourself and be well versed in different things too. I have to do that even more, man. Because sometimes on my iPad or like or on my phone sometimes, or some things that might come to mind. It's like, or look at fun facts. That's something I used to do like when I was back in high school too. I gotta get back in that. Just look at different fun facts, encyclopedias, like there's different things, man. Be well versed in different things, man, because you never know what the most likely how shot that you having a conversation with somebody about that you being well versed in different things about that can lead to, man. So, honestly, a lot of times too, you could be talking to somebody like about the different things and find out like for different for conversation that person in the word too. So that actually has happened to me. It actually did. That actually did happen to me. But anyway, yeah. So anyway, a man's gift maketh room for him, and I ain't gonna get that side right because I just want to get to what I was gonna go into. And man's gift maketh room for him and bringeth him before great men. So yeah. Let me get this too, because I want to talk about Susanna again. How shot comes in the volume of the book, but but this next verse ties into Susanna as well, man. Because it's all gonna tie in. It's all gonna tie in, man. Because it's all gonna tie in. It's all gonna tie. It's all gonna tie in to Yahushua, man. I might start with the Susanna first. I might start there too. It says, yeah. Susanna Proverbs chapter 18 verse 17 says, he that is first, this is talking about in judgment. He that is first, or you could talk about in modern times in Esau's like course system, this current kingdom, this current world, like there's even it happens in certain movies. You see it. One, happens in real life all the time, and two, we see in certain movies, TV shows, things of that nature. Somebody that goes, I'm gonna read the verse, and I'm gonna make the point. He that is first in his own cause seemeth just, but his neighbor cometh to search him. So yeah, man, it's somebody that could like Sirach even goes into. Some people are good, really to eloquent, good speakers, things of that nature. They could make a point so good. They could be, but they could be deceitful and they could be lying. So like and that's what it's talking about. So concerned people, I seen this. Pretty sure y'all brothers and sisters that have been in jury duty. I haven't, but I'm saying if y'all have or y'all been so watch different movies or TV shows, things of that nature, that you got somebody that's actually guilty, but they went first, so they seem right. But that's what it is. So first isn't always right, man. Like that's all what Yahusha said. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first, man. Because everybody wants to be first. Actually, a brother of mine, I was talking to a brother of mine on the phone the other day. Or the other day, he was talking to his daughter, like on the phone. He was like, to his daughter, he was like kind of correcting her. He said, listen, because it was time for them to eat, whatever. He said, or he said something to her. He said, listen, you always want to be first. Like, you don't even know what I'm going to ask you, but you just want to run up here and be first. And I was kind of like laughing, like, agreeing with him, because when he was chastising or correcting his daughter for that, man, because it's like, yeah. I think I did tell him that verse. I was like, or that verse came in my mind. Listen, man, exactly, because a lot of times, man, always just want to be first. Like, now when the Most High house shot calling you, you want to be there. Like, it don't matter when first, because I'm thinking about Isaiah 6. That's neither. That's kind of something else. But yeah, man, you don't always have to be that, man. Listen, that's where that patience comes in, man. But yeah, we see this all the time, man. Like, yeah, man, like, we've seen this all the time, movies, TV shows, or y'all brothers and sisters that done jury duty, somebody that's really well-spoken or very eloquent, have a good, like, cultural personality, things of that nature. They're very charismatic, but, then to find out, like, they're pretty much, lying pretty much. You're pretty much guilty actually. Like and like I talked about in that video. I think we talked about the video a while back, man. But like I was watching the Vile Eye. It's a YouTube channel. It's good. The guy does a great job. It's about like the spirit and psychology of movie, TV, and um anime video game villains, man. And I was watching the Freddy Krueger one episode he did, and somebody said in the comment section, because a lot of times people like that are charismatic. It can show like I'm talking about like kind of wicked people like that, because not everybody's charismatic is just like evil pretty much. Some people just had that like personality, like they just had that they had an it factor about them. But people are like that are actually wicked. Like they even like in the Joker movie. Like, I've seen the last two Joker movies like that. They're so charismatic and they're so like well spoken, or they have big cult of personality. It can hide the fact that the wickedness that it hides their wickedness. Actually, it's like cover up or like a red herring for their wickedness and that they really are, man. So that's just is what it is too, man. Somebody mentioned that about Freddy Krueger, because a lot of times those people are funny. They're charismatic. They're like they have yeah, that's just who they are. But just to hide the fact that how really evil and wicked they are. So that's just is what it is too. But anyway, I'm not trying to get too far off the point. But he that is first in his own cause just seemeth just, but his neighbor cometh and searches him. So let's go to Susanna, man, because that happened with Daniel, right? Because then they is about to put Susanna to death, like the innocent, and that's all Yahweh Shai, man. Because one, Susanna, like what happened to Susanna, she almost got raped in the garden. Yahweh Shai died in the garden, so like or this is an innocent person being justly, convicted or justly. Let's get Proverbs 18 real quick, just to the point. It says let's grab that. I'll go Proverbs 17, but it was in 18 too. I'll read it in the Good News Translation. It says Proverbs 18 verse 5. It is not right to favor the guilty and keep the innocent from receiving justice. So that actually happened. Well, difference isn't because Yahushua comes to the bottom of the book. Difference is in Susanna, like she was she wasn't put to death, but Yahushua died. He had to die, contrary to the conversation I had to he did it for his name's sake, then our sake, of course, contrary to the conversation I had yesterday. But that's neither here nor there with that Muslim guy. But yeah, man. Yeah, because that's one of the points he made. But I ain't taking a little shot at him. But I kind of was a little bit, but no, it was pretty cool, man. But I was like, well, because when he said that, I was like trying. But he kind of understood that though. But I ain't gonna get too far off the point. But yeah, he that is right. He that is first in his own cause seemeth just, but his neighbor cometh and searcheth him. So yeah, let's look at Susanna, right? Because I'm gonna go back to verse 5, but see, because when you read the book of Susanna, the elders, they went first. They were making all these false accusations, false witness on Susanna, and also too that's what we just read in verse 5, Proverbs 18 verse 5, and even if you read Proverbs 17 verse 15, like that's Deuteronomy 25:1. You can't condemn the righteous and let the guilty go. That's in the law too. But yeah, so. Hey, let's get Susanna chapter 1 and verse 48. Because, listen, man, like, these elders, like these wicked elders here in Susanna, like, they're precursors to somebody, as we're going to go on. But, these people, they were probably charismatic. They probably were well speakers. They probably, also, too, the authority and power that they had, too, they could woo and sway the people. So, because, listen, they was about to put Susanna to death, but, the law was in Daniel's heart. Daniel had the Holy Spirit. He was faithful. He said, listen, wait. He's going to Deuteronomy 25 and Deuteronomy 19 and examine things like, wait, you can't do this. You can't do that. Let's go Susanna chapter 1 verse 48. He says, so he's standing in the midst of them, saying, are ye such fools, ye sons of Israel, that examination or knowledge of the truth, ye have condemned the daughter of Israel. So yeah, Daniel said, listen, wait, y'all just going to believe this? We're not going to do Deuteronomy 19 or even Sirach 11, examine matters, then rebuke it, or then do judgment, or Deuteronomy 20:25 and 1. We're not just going to examine it, like Yahushua said, John 7:24. Judge right, judge not according to appearance, but judge righteous judgment. We're not going to do that. So yeah, so then of course they get put to death. Like Daniel searches them because he had the spirit of discernment. The Most High Yahshua, grant him the spirit of discernment at a young age, and also too, and this is also too how the Most High Yahshua could put somebody and save you just in the nick of time, save you, and like man's going to the Lord and save you just in the right time, because he raised up the right person at the right time to save you, get you out of the situation. So it could be save your life, physically, also spiritually too, man. So that's just is what it is too. But let's get this Susanna chapter 1 verse 48. It says, so ye standing in the midst of them, saying, are ye such fools, ye sons of Israel, that without examination or knowledge of the truth that ye have condemned the a daughter of Israel? So yeah, man. So listen, you gonna condemn her, like, not do what the law say, man? This is not righteous right here. But also too, man, even I'm guilty of that sometimes too. Like, even sometimes, like, I apologize when it happened. I try to apologize when it happened, man, because certain times, even in my past working with youth, a student can come up to me and say, oh, well, this person did such and such, and I'll go to that person and say, hey, why would you do such and such now? Because sometimes it's because when you're working with children, things be fast paced, like especially like when you're in lunchroom, things, and it's just like, okay, you telling people stop, and when somebody does that, your mind goes into like that, but still you gotta examine things. Like, listen, you gotta actually ask this student, like, listen, did you actually do that? And you get like 2 or 3 witnesses. You get the other students like, hey, did this person do things of that nature? But even still, listen, that's the way you shoot. Listen, like that God, like Proverbs 3:6 says, like, listen, in all your ways, like, in all your life, you had to live by me. So yeah, man. So that's just I just want to tell that personally, because I can be guilty of that sometimes too. But point being is, let's go back to verse 5. Yeah, because listen, let's read Proverbs 18 and 17 real quick. It says, but he that first in his own cause seemeth just, but his neighbor cometh and searches him. So that just happened what we just read with Daniel and Susanna. But let's go because I just want to focus on seemeth just, right? Because it's all going to tie into Yahushua. Because these let's get this. The same year, let's get this too. Susanna chapter 1 verse 5. The same year were appointed the 2 ancients of people to be judges, such as the Lord spake of that wickedness that came from Babylon, which from ancient judges who seemed to govern the people. Seemed to govern the people. Seemed, like we just read, seemed just, like seemed to govern the people. So these and we know, like, the Pharisees, they came out of Babylon, man. These 2 wicked elders, man, they were the precursors to the Pharisees, man. Like, and Susanna, like, being proverbial, like, Yahweh, man. So, like, then see how he comes in the volume of the book. Because it's like, because also, too, like, like Proverbs says, listen, adultery catches those who the Lord is angry with. Because I always say, I speak as a man, how they were judging, and then people governing the people, that's probably a reason why the Most High Yahshua was angry. Like, and they got caught in adultery, things of that nature too. So not only because they were just lustful, wicked men, but yeah, man, it's how they were what they were doing, man. Because let's get that Susanna chapter 1 verse 5. It says, the same year were appointed 2 of the ancients of the people to be judges, such as the Lord spake of the wickedness that came from Babylon, ancient judges that seemed to govern the people. So yeah, let's go to that word seem to just see, because like Proverbs just says, seem just, so you seem faithful, but inwardly you're not. So let's go, like, somebody else said this. Let's see who else said this. Or broach on this topic, broach on this point. Matthew 23 and 20 Matthew 23 and 20 20 let's see here. Yep. Matthew 23 and 27. It says, woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites. Yeah, see, that says seemeth just in Proverbs 18. That means just means faithful, like, and hypocrite. Shout out to brother 71st one, pretty much is unfaithful. And also too, actually being a hypocrite. So let's go. Woe to you, unto you, scribes and Pharisees, for ye like unto whited sepulchres, which indeed appear a beautiful outward, but within are full of dead men's bones. This lines up with Proverbs 23 as well, but and all uncleanliness. So yeah. Exactly. So you see on the outside of your house, I'm saying you seem just, you seem people, long robes, garments, all that stuff you're doing, but in more y'all spirits is dead on the inside, y'all wicked on the inside, man. Like, what y'all actually doing, what y'all actually got going on, that's what it is. And see what we just read in Proverbs 18:17. It seemed that those there's somebody that seems or is not only just a person or group of individuals or different fractions that seem right, but until somebody his neighbor searches them. So who's that neighbor in this Yahushua, man? Until he came on the scene, he started reproving for what they was doing. He was searching them because he could see. That's why he could read their minds. That's why in modern terms those that watch got DMX shirt, but it's an X-Men shirt with DMX shirt, but those that were like, shoot, that's a perfect example. Yeah, I'm like, oh man, look at that. That's the Most High. Like there, like he could read minds, like just like Charles Xavier could read minds, just like those in into comic book or movies or just into comic books, Yahushua would deem what they say like telepathic, but he could just read your spirit pretty much, so that's why a lot of times he knew what they was thinking, even before they said it, so he knew their heart. So that's why even in righteousness and wickedness too. That's why in John 1:47 he knew that he saw through Nathaniel's spirit, man. He said, okay, it's like real, it's like indeed without no spirit and guile or deception, pretty much. This is roughly paraphrasing. So yeah, man, that's just is what it is, man. So that's what it is too. So yeah, so let's go back to Proverbs 18 real quick to the point. Proverbs chapter 18 verse 17 says, he that is first in his own cause seemeth just, but his neighbor cometh in and searches them. So yeah, Yahushua was that neighbor and searches them. He searched them out, man. He read their hearts. He knew them. He called out. He was reproving their deeds. He what they was doing, man. So he did. And two thing, let me say about this too, man. He was just calling out what they were doing, man. He was because even though it does say he did rebuke in Timothy things of that nature, he did like Timothy says, rebuke not an elder, things of that nature. But he never, Yahushua was just checking them on what they were doing. He never overly disrespected those men. He never did. Because some people might take it that way, but no, he was just making them look foolish for what they were doing, how they was moving, and the fact that they just it was because that could be taken by as disrespect a lot of times when somebody just keeping 100 with you, they telling you what you got going on, and it's not disrespectful, and that's another thing. That's another story for. No, I'll bring it up. I'll say because a lot of times too with Jake, with our people, a lot of times our parents even that because that's what Cyrek says. Listen, don't be ashamed sometimes to inform the extreme age. Don't be pretty much don't be afraid to sometimes correct people that are older, but there's a certain way around about you do it. Because listen, I'm not going to talk to it's even in the word, there's certain protocols and way that you do. One, I'm not gonna talk to a man that's over 50 plus. All now, this could be my grandfather or be my actual father, be my uncle. I'm not gonna talk to him disrespectfully. I'm gonna correct them most polite way that I can if this situation permits. But also, even sometimes when you correct somebody, they're taking that as disrespect. But no, it's just that's just what they're doing, and especially when somebody's older. But that's just what it is. I had to, but anyway, because I don't want to get too off the point. He that is first in his own cause seemeth just, but his neighbor cometh and searcheth him. So yeah, and Yahushua came and searched him, man, in that, man, because like he said, they seem faithful from the outside, but inside, they seem right, but inside they lies, deception, guile, wickedness. So let's get that Matthew chapter 23 and I'll get read verse 28. It says, even so outwardly appear righteous unto men, but within are full of hypocrisy and iniquity. So yeah, man, that's it, man. So that's how all volume of the book, man. You know what? Was there something else I wanted to know on that? I think it was, but I ain't gonna. If it was, I probably forgot it, honestly, man. So. It's probably something else I want to say, but yeah, man, that's what it is, man, too. Because a lot of times, that's why I know. Let's get that in Sirach. It can go Deuteronomy 19 to 18. I'll just get this in Sirach. And as far as like letting the guilty go, that of course in the law of Deuteronomy 25 and other places, but yeah, let's get Sirach chapter 11 real quick. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. I might have to touch on that as far as the elder points I made about doing that, man. Because a lot of times too, when you do that, man, a lot of things that because that led to that's actually led to, if you think about it too, that's what led to that's a reason why what led to the kingdoms being split, man. Like, not taking heed and listening to the elders, people that are older than you. Because Rehoboam, he's listening to men that were contemporaries as of his age, like, that's going through the same thing he was going through, man. But Rehoboam is a higher position because the throne was passed down to him. But yeah, man, it's just like a lot of times too, man. No, man, take heed, like, a lot of times, man, to the wisdom of the ancients, man. That's why I like shared that real on Transformers the other day, man. While I was watching it, he said, "Listen, Optimus has been there and done that, man. He has much more experience in things than nature, man. That's all right, And the one that the parable in Luke 14, how I gave, and Proverbs 25 goes into it. Sirach goes into it. Listen, man, speak, young man, like men that are around my age, if their speech, like, let it be short, man. Like, I try to do it with brothers and men that's in the word, even out the word, man. So, because I even feel bad. I gotta check myself a lot of times when I'm talking to an older man and I'm dominating the conversation. I have to reel myself back in, or even sometimes when that conversation is over, I gotta check myself. Damn, why was I just over talking this older, this older brother right here, man? This older Jake right here. Like, why am I this older man right here? I just need to do it. Work on that, man. But Ecclesiastes, also known as Sirach chapter 11 verse 7. It says, "Blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Understand it first, then rebuke. Answer not before thou hast heard the cause. Neither interrupt men in the midst of their talk." Yeah, like I just said. So yeah, blame, search the matter, then rebuke, man. So that's what Daniel said and things like that nature, man. Judge righteous judgment. So yeah, man. So hopefully it's edifying, man. Much love to y'all brothers and sisters. I might do that. Might touch on that. I'm not sure. All right, man. So peace.